found this photo of you. I think that's before the war.
Was this my freshman year? Yeah. I mean, I never saw this picture. Yeah, that is me.
The Adventures of Johnny Lujack, starring in person the great All-American quarterback of the University of Notre Dame, Johnny Lujack. Our scene is the locker room of the Connellsville High School in Connellsville, Pennsylvania. The high school football team has just completed the last game of the season.
Say, have you decided on a college yet, Johnny?
There's nothing to decide, Coach. I'm going to Notre Dame. I've decided that a long time ago.
But what about West Point?
Well, that's quite an honor, Coach, but it's Notre Dame for me.
Well, maybe you're right, Johnny. You can go a long ways at Notre Dame. And Frank Lay's a great coach.
Frank Leahy.
Oh, yeah.
What do you remember about first meeting him?
He was a tough coach. He was not tough, yelling at you and stuff. He would come up to you and say, "Oh, lad." He always called everybody a lad. And, "Oh, lad, that isn't the proper way that you conduct yourself on a football field. You've got to hit this man really hard. Get your shoulder in there and so forth." And then he'd say some kind words after he wanted you to kill this other guy. Yeah.
A young American who came up the hard way, the American way, who made his own breaks and capitalized upon each opportunity, who never whined for help nor bragged of his outstanding exploits.
Well, first of all, let me go back to a story that you may not have heard. Now we're opening up in '43 against Pittsburgh. So an awful lot of people from Connellsville was in the stands watching me play my first game. And so Frank Leahy goes to Bertelli. He says, "Bert, I'd like John Lujack to start this game in Pittsburgh because their hometown's 50 miles away." And Bertelli says, "Well, Coach, that's up to you. If you don't care if they win or lose, go ahead and start them, So things did not start well for me the first game.
When Johnny came marching home, he and the service mates who joined him at Notre Dame under the great Frank Leahy put victory back into the Notre Dame Victory March. Undefeated in 1946, they tied the awesome Army 11 that had run roughshod over Notre Dame's teams in the 2 previous seasons. In 1947, with Johnny Lujack at the pivot of the T formation, they were undefeated and untied and blasted a great Army team to defeat.
Heisman Trophy.
Oh,
How
yeah.
did you find out about it?
Well, I can tell you exactly. I never had in mind winning the Heisman Trophy. I mean, everything that I did was, Notre Dame and the team. So now we're playing the last game of the season out at Southern Cal. And so after the game is over, I'm feeling, well, that's the end of my career at Notre Dame. How about that? And so then they tell me while I was in the locker room, "You won the Heisman Trophy." But I said, "Well, what do I do now? I mean, do they send it to you or what?" He said, "No, you have to fly from here to New York." And I said, "On a plane?" Oh, I was the 13th winner. I tell everybody I've been unlucky ever since.
Johnny Lujack, probably the most decorated football player in the history of that great sport. Listen.
All-America's choice for All-American quarterback in 1946 and 1947.
Four-letter man at Notre Dame University, winning his letter in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
Winner of the National Heisman Award in 1947.
Winner of the Tommy Harmon Award in